Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. Miranda left this morning after 5 wonderful days at Eastern, and everybody loves her, of course. We had much fun, went to New York City for a full day almost. You, however, heard a little bit about that from Francis's vlog, and we'll be hearing more, or rather seeing more, when you watch Miranda's montage if you haven't already. Which throws together tons and tons and tons of pictures and videos, all set to music that she and I have heard, mostly her, heard way too much in the last couple days. But nonetheless, it is marvelous and must be seen probably about 5 times in a row. So we have a wonderful montage. We have Francis's marvelous vlog from Saturday, which was just so darn exciting. Yeah, I loved the interview with David and Kara. It was so great, by the way, that David got to visit. Just very happifying to meet him and get to, give our official stamp of approval to him. Yes, Kara, I'm very glad he finally got to come up and spend time with you. Yeah, hope we have many such visits in the future. And from you as well, Miranda. So it was just a really, really good weekend. See, another couple things that happened in the past couple days. Well, we went to see a musical here at Eastern. It's called Songs for a New World. It doesn't have any one plot. It's kind of like each of the songs is a character sketch with its own mini plot. 16 songs, some of which were inspiring, some of which were just interesting, some were sad. One especially, there was one with a bunch of women on stage sewing flags, the 13-star flag, and singing a song about war. It was really, really, really touching. It was just talking about how, the women, they couldn't do anything else. They couldn't go to war. If they could have gone to war, they would have, just with their sons and their husbands. All the time, they could just hear cannons and guns going off in their heads, and imagine, every time they did hear a real one, they just wonder if that was their husband or their son that was being aimed at, if they were still safe or if they'd gotten hit. And just, they had these drums pounding out big gunfire things, and one of the women on stage would just cringe, and it was intense. It was beautiful, but very sad and very touching. Another song, the other upstanding one that stood out most for me, at completely the other end of the spectrum, was a song with Mrs. Claus singing to Santa Claus about how she just couldn't stand to be away from him, and he was this great person 364 days of the year. But then come Christmas Eve, and then he just disappears, and she has to spend Christmas alone. She was very upset about that. That was very interesting. But what was even more interesting about that song was the assortment of elves dancing in the background. Three of the men, actually it was the only 3 men in cast, and they did a very sleazy dance in the background. Sometimes not so much in the background, completely upstaging the singing Mrs. Claus, and it was just fall over laughing, hilarious. Yeah, it was amazing. And on the whole, the musical was just it was great. I'm really proud of Eastern's theater drama department. Other things that happened. I had what I think was probably an interview for the Waltonian copy editor position for this next year. It was kind of confusing because I thought going into it that it was not an interview, but just going in to see how things were run. I thought that I'd already gotten the job because Steph, the upcoming editor-in-chief, wrote me an email that said pretty much all you have to do is accept the position, and that she wanted me to come in and observe. So I did that, and it ended up not being observing first off. It ended up being me just working as the third copy editor. It went well, I think, but as I was on my way out, she said, "I'll email you and let you know," which sounds like I'll let you know whether or not you got the position. She didn't elaborate. I didn't think to ask. And I probably wouldn't have asked even if I'd thought to. But, yeah, so I guess I'll find out. Kind of hope I got it, but we'll see. Also, I got to watch Rent for the first time this weekend. It was amazing. Thank you, Miranda. Right before watching Rent, we got to go outside and watch a drum circle. They were first meeting out in the middle of one of the sports fields. We kind of walked past them then and listened a little bit, but then they broke up. We came upstairs, and then we heard a drum circle going. Ran downstairs to look, and it was like right under the arch. We stayed there for a while until Paul Daigle, Goff's RD, resident director, came over and said, "You gotta break it up or go somewhere else because you're disturbing the peace and you woke me up." I guess they went to move into the rec gym, but Miranda and I figured we were going to have to watch Rent, so we left and we came upstairs and watched Rent. We also made brownies. So y'all know, last week I didn't make a vlog. It was because I was trying to do 3 essays in the same night, although I really only had to do 2, but I didn't know that, so I was trying to do 3. It's not an excuse, just an explanation. Yeah, I know, I'm due for a punishment, and will accept it dutifully. But I made some notes from last week that I was going to say about other people's vlogs, and I didn't say it because I didn't make a vlog, so I shall say it now. Well, Miranda, you didn't have a vlog, which is very sad because you were overcoming your coffee addiction and did such a marvelous job of that, and I'm proud of you. Sarah, I would like to assure you that giving blood, donating blood through the Red Cross is generally perfectly fine. I mean, I've done it twice before. This is my 3rd time. Yeah, it didn't go so great the 3rd time, but it's still a good thing, and every time you give blood, you get to help 3 people because, yeah, your blood can be used by 3 people. And they need a lot of blood. I mean, they don't get enough blood, so don't be dissuaded from donating because it's just a good thing to do, and it's not that bad really. It doesn't hurt that much, and it'll be over, and then you can say, "Yay, I donated blood," and it'll be happy. And Kara, I would like to say it was great to be able to see all of your family videos. I've seen a few of them before, but they're all delightful, and yeah, can't wait to meet the rest of your family. Well, that's all for today, folks. Miranda, I'll see you 2-dimensionally again tomorrow. And all you people back in New York State, I will see you this weekend.